Hello friends, welcome to the Java session. I'm Pavitra. Today I'm going to explain you two-dimensional array. In my previous video, we have discussed a single dimensional static array and a dynamic array. So today I'm going to explain you the two-dimensional static array. Okay, how two-dimensional array works and especially the static array works. So first we will see the syntax. First of all, what do you mean by two-dimensional array? So basically, we all know what you mean by array. So it holds the data is of similar type, collection of more than one data each is of similar type, and we are storing it in the contiguous memory locations, right? And when we come to the two-dimensional array, the name itself indicates we are using the two dimensions, means we am storing the data in x-axis versus y-axis, means I'm storing the data in rows and columns. See, for example, for example, if I have a five students, okay, and all the five students, three internal marks I want to store it. Let us say every student have the 3 marks: first internal marks, second internal marks, and third internal marks. So we want to store the five students 3 internal marks, or three students 3 internal marks. Okay, so in such case, what happens? We have the data in rows and columns. So we have to use the two-dimensional array. In simple term, the two-dimensional array is nothing but, you can also say it as collection of single dimensional array. So what do you mean by collection of single dimensional array? Say, for example, if you want to say there is a one student and he is having the 3 marks. Okay, one student, 3 marks I want to store. 3 marks, that is internal 1, okay, and internal 2 and internal 3. Okay, so the same way, the second, now for example, if you take this one student 3 marks, okay, so internal 1, internal 2, internal 3, this is one array, right? So how do you write this one? Let us assume that we are writing like this. So let us say if the first student scored 23 and he scored 24 and 25. This is one student, 3 internal marks. Now the same way, I want to go with the second student, 3 internal marks. Okay, so here, that is one array again, right? So second student, 3 marks. Okay, the internal 1, internal 2, and internal 3. So if you want to store this data, what we will do? We will go for again array. Okay, this is one array. And now if you are taking the one more student, okay, so this is, I'll say it as third student. 3 marks again. So how do you give this again? You have to go for again single dimensional array. So let us say 25, 22, and 19. Okay, so now we need to create a 3 arrays here. How do you create a 3 arrays? In array, last time we have discussed in the previous video we have discussed the syntax of the single dimensional array, right? So the data type followed by size, and then marks 1, okay, is equal to, you have to give this. And the same way I have to say integer array, marks 2, this is about a second student, I have to give like this, marks 3. Okay, So instead of giving the three arrays, okay, so I don't want to create a three arrays like this. Is there any solution which makes the things more simpler than this? Instead of creating the three array, can I create a only one array and give all these values over there? Yes, we can do that. Okay, so how we can do that? That is by using the two-dimensional array. So that's what I said you. The two-dimensional array is nothing but the collection of single-dimensional array. So this is one single dimensional array, this is one more, and this is one more. So instead of creating the different arrays and storing those values, I will create a only one array. Okay, it is of type two-dimensional array where I'll be having the rows and columns. So I can store this data in that particular format. Okay, so what is the syntax for that? The syntax for two-dimensional array is, again, you have to give the data type and row size and column size. Okay, as I told you, here we have a rows and columns, so we have to provide the row size and column size, and then the variable name. So I'm just giving here int marks, that is internal marks, is equal to, if you want to go for a static array, then we have to give the values here itself. Okay, so open curly brace, close curly brace, and then this is your first row, comma, and give the second row, and comma, give the third row. Like that, how many were the rows we want to store it, that many rows we can give it here. The one row is nothing but one single dimensional array. Okay, so this is, for example, 23, 24, 25, that is one row, and second row, this is second row, and this is third row, and all these rows I'm grouping it as one array by using this, the main brace. And then we have to give the semicolon. So this is how it works. Okay, here instead of saying int marks, even you can just say it is a array reference variable. Okay, so that will point to this. And now how do I write this here? Okay, means this is the syntax. You all understood now syntax. Now if I want to write an array for this particular example, how do I write it? So the all the data in this is of type integer type right now, so you can go ahead with the integer. No ma'am, I will take the different values. Then in that case, we can go ahead with them float values also. Okay, usually the marks will be in floating point, so you can take it as a float, or if you sure that the values are a round figure number, there is no decimal values, then you can go for integer. But I will take here the float. So data type, I'm giving it as a float, and then row size, and then column size. Okay, then internal marks. Okay, so I'm just giving in marks is equal to, you can give it to the static. Since we are discussing the static array, we are giving the values directly. So this is the main array. In this, we have to give the first array, second array, third array, like that. So what is the first array values? 23, 24, okay, and 25. This is one array, and separate this by comma, and then give the second array, 22, 20, and 21. This is the second array. Okay, and now I need to again give the comma and go for the third array. So this is the third array. Okay, So this is the syntax of static, okay, two-dimensional array. Now we will implement this practically. Okay, let us see how do you take the values and how do you print the values. Okay. Um, the same example I'm taking it here. So we can declare the float array, and a row size and column size is equal to the reference variable name, and this is the first row and this is second row and third row. And here it is showing error because we have missed the semicolon. And again here I have already discussed, when you are going for an static array, especially if you are giving the values here, then you should not mention the size of the array, because compiler will automatically calculate the size of the row and size of the column. So how many rows are there here? The three rows. This is one row, this is second row, this is third row. And how many columns are there here? There are three columns. First column, second column, and third column. So here it is actually 3 into 3 matrices. But as I told you, we are giving the values here directly, so we should not mention the size. The compiler will calculate the size. Now we need to print the values. And you know how we have to print these values. The this data is actually looks now two-dimensional. um, it means it is in the matrix format. Okay, so in our last video we have discussed, whenever the data is in the matrix format, okay, to display that or to work with that, we are going to use the nested for loop, right? So one for loop is for row and one for loop is for column. So for every row, the columns are repeating. So for a first 0th row, the columns are repeating. The first row, the columns are repeating. Okay. So here we need to use the nested for loop to print these details, or access the these details. So I will just give the message here, system.out.println. I'm just giving the message as marks are, and then write the first for loop, int I is equal to 0. Then I is less than, how many rows are there? The first for loop I told you for row, so mention 3, and then I plus plus for int j is equal to 0 and j is less than 3. J plus plus. Okay, so now now let us print these values. So what is the name of the array? That is in marks. And what is the row and column? Okay, so this is 0th row and 0th column, right? So both I have to give 0 0. So the matrix, how it will work. So for example, I'll show you here. If you are writing this in the matrix format, okay, so this first 23, let me write this here. this is my second value, and this will be third row. Okay, so the first value will be in the 0 position. Okay, so I'm writing here for your understanding. This is in 0th row, 0th column. This is in 0th row, first column, and this is 0th row, second column. The same way, the second row, okay, this is in 0 1 means first row, and this 2 is in 0th column, so 1 0. And next this one will be first row, first column. Next first row and second column. The same way, this is second row. Okay, so second row, 0th column, and then second row, first column, and then second row, second column. Okay, so this is how the index position will be there. So actually this in the, if you are talking about in the RAM, how the memory is stored for this, is it stored in the form of matrix, or is it stored in the different way? As we all know, array is the one which stores the data in contiguous memory location, right? So here first there is a main block of an array is getting created. Okay, what is that main block? How many rows are there? Okay, right now we have 3 rows, right? So this block will be divided into 3 rows. Okay, and this will be 0th row, and next this is the first row, and then this is in second row. Now the first row, like this is one array, and this first block, 0th block is there, right? We are dividing into 3 blocks again. Okay, because the first array contains 3 values. And the same way, this first row we are dividing into again 3 blocks, and again we are dividing into 3 blocks. Now this 0th row, this complete is 0th row, so this we divided into 2 blocks. So what happened? 0th position, 0th row we are divided into 3 parts. So 0th row, 0th column. So here you will get the like how the index will come. You will get 0 0, and next 0 1, and 0 2. Okay, the same way here we will get 1 0 1 1, and then 1 2. The same way we are dividing the next, like this second row we are dividing into 3. So this will become 2 0, and 2 1, and this is 2 2. Okay, so this is how the values are stored in the matrix format. Okay, but here it will not be in the matrix format, but when we are printing, we can print it in the matrix format. Okay, and when we are writing just for understanding the concept, we can write it in the matrix format, but in the memory it will not be stored in the matrix format, it will be stored in the contiguous memory location. And again, the complete name of this particular block, okay, we call it as in marks, internal marks, whatever the name I am given there. And then the in marks of 0 means this complete row, the in marks of 1 means this one, and in marks of 2 means this one. Okay, so there will be, as we discussed, there will be only one reference variable for this. Okay, so this reference variable name is, as I have mentioned here, that is in marks. Okay, and this contains the starting address of this particular block. Let us say if I am giving it as 1000. Okay, so here it will store the 1000. And then the in marks of 0 0 will point to here, in marks of 0 1 will point to in the 0th memory location. Okay, what we are doing it, so it will point here. So like this, the memory structure comes here. What values are stored? I hope you all can understand. So 23. So first you have 23, and then what is there? 24. Sorry, this is 24. And next is 25. Okay, and next 22 and 21. And next this particular block. Okay, that is 25, 22 and 19. 25, 22 and 19. Like this, the values are getting stored. Okay, so now if I want to print that, what I'm doing, system.out.println in marks of row and column. The row is 0th row, column is 0th column. So that's the reason here I have taken a two block. One is for row and one is for column. The I is responsible for row and J is responsible for column. So here I'm going to take I and J. Okay, so this will, if you want to print this in matrix format, means this complete row I want to get it in one row, and then this even in the next line one row, this is in next line one row. So if you want to do that, then here we need to customize. So right now in my println, it will going to print the values in new lines. Okay, but I don't want, so I'm going to remove the n. Okay, so I'll give only print, and it will print this. And after printing one line, I want to give certain space, so I'm giving the space here. And next, like when the first row prints 23, 24, 25 prints, and then the next row value should come down. Okay, means it should print me in the next row. So what I have to do, I have to give here new line. So system.out.println. Okay, so after printing the new line, again the control will go to the I plus plus, and the I value will be 1 this time, and 1 is less than 3, condition is true, and again it will come inside. Again it will remove the means again it comes to the j equal to 0 and j is less than 3, and again it will print this values. Okay, so I and j, so this time I will remain 0 and j j will be 0 1 2 3 like that. But now I plus plus, when you do, I value is 1, okay, and the j value is will be 0. So I 1 and 0, okay, so it will take that. Like this it prints, and after printing this all the values, you can close this for loop, okay. So now if we save this and if we try to run, run as Java application, and let us see the output. So we can see here, since I'm taken the data type is float, and all the values are displaying it in the float format. So first it is going to display, means how this for loop is working, I will tell you again. So first I will be 0, okay. So this we have even discussed in the nested for loop, how the nested for loop works, okay. So I is 0, and 0 is less than 3. Condition is true, and it comes inside the line number 15. So in the line number 15, j values will be 0, okay, and the 0 is less than 3. Condition is true, and then it goes to the printing line number 17, okay. So what it is going to print now, I in underscore marks I and j. What is the I value we have given? 0 right now, right? And what is the j value I'm given? 0. So in marks of 0 0, what it will print? This 23, and 23, after that you are giving certain space, so here we'll print 23 and space. And next goes to the j plus plus. The j value will be 1. 1 is less than 3. Condition is true. Now this is going to be 1, okay. 1 is less than 3. Condition is true, and again it comes to the the system dot out dot println, and we will get the next number, okay. What is that? I value is 0 and the j value is 1. 0th row and first value, first column, so the 24. Hmm? So give the 24. And the same way, j plus plus, j value will be 2 this time, and 2 is less than 3. Condition is true, and if this condition is true, what happens? The I value is 0, j value is 2. So what is the value? 0th and 2. What is the value is there? 25. So it will display the 25. Like this. Now j plus plus, the j value, all it is 3, and 3, okay, 3 is less than 3. Condition fails. Once this condition fails, control will not execute line number 17, and then it goes to the I plus plus, okay. So I value will be 1, and 1 is less than 1 is less than 3, and then it comes to the j value is 1, and then 1 is I'm sorry, j value, it will reinitialize it to 0, okay. Then 0 is less than 3. Condition is true, and it comes again here. And before going here, this line already printed the new line, right? So the cursor will be pointing to the new line. Okay, so now I value is 1 and j value is 0. So 1, this is your first row and 0th column. So you will get the value here as 22. And next one is 20, because j plus plus, j value will become 1. 1 is less than this, okay. 1 is less than 3. and here it comes like it will take zero position, means first I value is 1 and j value is also 1. It will take 1 1. So what is there in 1 1? 2 0. So it will print 2 0. And next j plus plus, the j value is 2 and 2 is less than 3, condition is true, and it goes to the next number. Okay, that is 1 and then 2. The I value is 1 and j value is 2. 1 first row and second value, right? That is 21. So it will print the 21. And next j plus plus, j value will become 3. 3 is less than 3, condition fails, and then it goes outside this for loop, and then it will print the system dot out dot println. Okay, so this will give you the new line, means after the here the cursor will come to the new line. And then what it is going to do, it is going outer for loop. Okay, I plus plus, so I value will be 2, and now 2 is less than 3. Okay, again it comes inside, and now the j value will be 0, and 0 is less than 3. So it goes here in marks of um, you know 2 0. And what is the 2 0? This is your second row, right? This is 0th row, this is first row, this is second row. Now I is 2, so this is 2 and then 0. So we can mention here as 25. It gives me 25. And next it will same process will repeat, friends. So this will become 1. 1 is less than 3, and this is 2 2 1. So this is second row and first column, that is 22. Okay, and then the same process if you continue, this will become 2, and 2 is less than 2, condition is true, and both are 2 2 now. So where is the 2 2? Okay, this is second row, 0 1 2. So it is 19. Okay, so like that it will print. And again j plus plus, what is the j value will become 3. 3 less than 3, condition fails. Okay, and it comes out of the for loop, means this for loop it comes, and also here it goes, this will becomes 3, and 3 less than 3, this condition also fails, and it will come out of the outer for loop. Okay, so only this values will print like this. So that is about two-dimensional static array, how it will work. So in my next video we will see how to use the enhanced for loop for this static array. Okay, so if you like this video, please like and subscribe. Thank you all once again for watching this video.